Welcome to Biomutant. Careful. This place might look serene, but it is not.
Take that light!
So much for...
Get that light up!
That's how a
Lights never lie.
Listen to that jet roar. That was a wild ride. Who could stand against that? You're fresh out of key energy. Now than this. You found Bang Shelter 2E, courtesy of the Toxanol Corporation. This is a radioactive zone. It's not healthy to go too far in without protection. Seems steady enough. A peak spot is a great place to stand if you want to see things for what they are. Happy the tree still looks so good. It's an undersurfer, all alone without anyone in it. Yet. Light is the best, period. Check out that ping dish. Good as a landmark, if nothing else. Inputters need to be linked to boot the mind monitor. It's mind over matter, software over hardware. Success is peace of mind. To get the ping dish to work, you need to line up the pong paddles for just a few moves left. Make them count. That's a match. Now you can ping all the dishes you like. Spin that paddle to turn the ping dish properly. Pingety ping ping, you found a transmessage. What an amazing mess! That's Bionucleus 3F. The world would have been a better place if these weren't built in the first place. The float boat used to see lots of traffic, but that's dwindled over time. Can't believe you're actually working on the world. Most would be happy to stuff themselves silly while they wait to see what happens. Feels powerless to do anything but eat, and even that's trouble. Wonders how you manage to feel like you can make a difference still. And if you're going to try, which way will you try to sway things? You think you can save the world, but the world is so much bigger than you, than all of us. After all, the problems of the Tree of Life are so much bigger than those that live within it. What can anyone really do? Says life is like a meal when there's too much to eat. You decide to eat one thing, and it means you don't have enough room for another. And now the kitchen is closing. Then maybe you keep the kitchen open. Maybe you can find someplace else. Sometimes a kitchen isn't worth saving. You could have just sat there and waited for more food, but you wanted to cook. Knows you dine with the Lotus. He was with them when they stole enough food to feed him for a week. He likes to follow the food wherever it goes. But who you dine with isn't as important as what you eat, right? Says he has a lump in his tum-tum. That's how it's been since the world turned, but he's convinced you can make the burble go away. You need cue keys, you and him both. They are the sweetest little bit of comfort food. His mookies in particular are nom-nom. His balanced diet is a cue key in each hand, and his are bite-sized and personal. Nothing ticky-tacky or lumpy about them. Oh, no. Says he doesn't understand the question at all. Lump says the only thing he can make now are un-cookies. No one likes un-cookies, but his oven won't heat up without a new spark plug. Gizmo taught him how to unscrew spark plugs from motor drives under the hood of wheel wrecks. Doing that should be even easier for you. As soon as he gets a spark plug, he'll make a special bakey just for you. Thanks you for doing all you can for his tum-tum.
Come toward the light.
Good on you. Resist.
Resist? That's just a hesitation, nothing more.
Keep telling yourself that.
Ha! Just give me this one thing.
Let's see. Take a deep breath and soak it all in. Your key energy isn't up. You could head down to that crossway and try to flag yourself around. Gamma burst. You're feeling mighty low. Critical. Wheel the control box. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Wired up and ready to go. Great capper. Feel that watt breeze blast by. at 'em. Your destiny waits on the path you'll take to avoid it. This is Bang Shelter 2G, still rock solid. Perfect pantsies. How far does this underplace go on? Look up there at Frosk Mosque. There's an upgrade bench. Let's see. Oops, That made it so much better. Can't dance between those drops. Back on your own 2 feet.
Good afternoon.
Hey there. What's up, Chaos? I did not have my mic in because it was effing up.
How's your day going?
Alright. It's going alright. I did play Genshin this morning. I think you might have missed it though.
One dislike on one of your videos. What a rare sight to see.
Is it really? That's crazy.
This could be the beginning of the end of everything.
Likes or dislikes, they're still watching, right? That's lit. I wonder what they disliked.
Yeah, I missed it.
You don't have the energy for that.
Looks like it's pretty real estate.
I didn't even look at what it was. Elspec, that's what that was. Yeah, so that Genshin update's pretty crazy, but I mean, it's not like you'd
Wait, I checked your
expect.
uploads, but there wasn't any Genshin stream or videos.
Let me see, hold up. That's very weird.
The sky is as bright as it's going to be.
My internet is being really messy last 2 days. It's not even letting me load into what videos I got. That's the link to
URL.
it. Oh, what's that?
You barely scratched the surface of the event, but it's fine.
Yeah, I did. It's a lot. Like, I think it gives you like 40 days to do it though, so I was like, I got time. Just not feeling Genshin lately, man. And being that the event, you know, They made it like you were gonna get a boat to use, but you only get a boat to use in that area. You don't get to take it out and, you know, cross, you know, the lands of Mondstadt with a boat. And Barbara's event outfit isn't even all that nice. It's the same color as a regular outfit, and it's not even a two-piece, it's a one-piece.
Let's see.
Sad about the boat not being a gadget, and yeah, it's okay, you can take your time, no worries.
Yeah, I was definitely disappointed, especially in the Barbara outfit.
In one piece.
Like, her bathing suit outfit you get for, you know, completing the event or whatever, getting 24 conch shells is a one piece. Like, it's one whole piece of a bathing suit. It's not like a two-piece bathing suit that would be, you know, like the top and then the bottom. And they, you know, it could have been a lot cuter. How do you change? How do you save it? It says your favorites. You can save your favorites to a preset slot. Right. Well, I tried that. I want to say this is the one. Yeah. Okay, so how do I save it as a favorite, right?
Oh, about the one piece two piece thing, it's not a RPG where you get to fully design your characters like Biomutant, it's like Fortnite with.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, they know that when they knew that when releasing it. You know what I mean? They know that people are like looking forward to what it's gonna look like. And I'm just a little let down by what it looked like.
Sometimes the smallest pieces of scrap are the ones you make yourself.
Okay, let's hope it saves it. Because it says, the circle icon represents part of the body, yada 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 yada. Your favorites can be saved in the outfits menu. I go over to the outfits menu, there's no button to save it. Once you've finished up your gear menu, you can save your outfits to a preset
It's free, so
slot.
we'll take it. Future skins are gonna be better though, since it's their first time making skins without community feedback.
Right, no, that's very true. I can't disagree with that at all. But I am disappointed in it. And I don't there because my AR isn't going up throughout the, you know, missions and stuff. My AR is still just as stuck as it was before the event. And I really don't like what seems to be a pointless grind to level up characters when I'm not even leveling up myself, you know? the game itself, just that. Yeah, it's. I don't feel that.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. X3.
Right. No, I feel that, because I mean, I did put a lot of time into the game, and I have a lot of, you know, stuff. But 3 hours into it, you run out of lunar points. So, and
it's
you
easy
know,
to get your AR up though.
Not really. I mean, for me, it's not. They got me facing like, what is this? Why am I facing a wall? A wall with a head in it, right on. Oh.
Blasting it.
It's the same for everyone. You do your daily commissions?
No, not just my AR won't go up. I do when I have, you know, the ability to go up on AR.
Your key energy is all used up.
You have to do them every day. If you do, you don't have to worry about AR at all.
No, that's just the thing. Like, doing them every day without your AR going up is kind of pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason to do that is to get extra, you know. Yeah, but it's not really worth it if your AR is going to stay 35. You know what I mean? Not when I could be playing a game like Biomutant where I'm having a blast, destroying enemies, constantly getting better at the game, learning new tricks, constantly getting upgrades, having achievements, you know. A game that you actually feel achieved in towards a game you don't feel achieved in is gonna make you happier. And you say you're F2P as well, then you should totally understand how unfulfilling Genshin can be as a F2P.
Sorry, but I don't get your point. Can you elaborate?
You don't. How do you not get the point? If you're playing a game that they expect you to pay money to get any better, and you're free to play, then you're extremely limited in the first place. And then they limit your actions by stamina, limit your actions by lunar points. What's up, Christina? Like, we're talking about Genshin, like, kinda, you know, how would you call it? Debating reasons to and not to like it. Like, I don't like it. I've played it for a month and a half, 2 months, and kind of gotten bored, so to speak. It's just like, you get stuck too easy. I got stuck at adventure rank 25, and now I'm stuck at adventure rank 45. 25 took me 2 weeks of straight gameplay to get through. I ended up going from 25 to 32 when I got done with it. And right now, I'm only like 700 points ahead of the level 35. And I'm just like, I don't want to put that much time into it.
F2P, and we say that we're overscaling the game by 300. It's so easy for us and me.
Well, I don't want to put that much time into it when I could be playing games that I actually enjoy. You know what I mean?
Same could kind of be said about DC Universe Online, to be honest. Paying to get better, at some points, is not fun.
Yeah, that's why I don't play that one either.
This one seems to be in good spin.
Like, when you're a free-to-play player, you've got to find a fine line in your games. Games like Apex Legends, where you can be a free-to-play player and not be beaten down on by other people who pay to play. you know, because they have, you know, equipment. Apex, the skins don't matter. None of that matters. So when people pay to play,
It's not a race.
you know,
You only say
it's
that
like, you know,
doesn't mean-
okay, great, good for you. You just wasted your cash. But on Genshin, it's not even fun if you don't have money. And much like other gacha games, they limit the actions you can do on a daily basis.
The content as F2P.
No, I'm not saying you have to pay to get better, Chaos. I'm saying that if you don't pay to get better, it takes you years and years of your time to get to what seems to be adventure rank 80. Looking at, you know, it's basically like looking from the bottom of a mountain up to the top
It
for a
smells like
free-to-play
surf,
player.
all right.
I've played the game in total about 3 months. I started up again about a month and a half ago, and since then I've had more fun on every other game because I'm unlimited. I'm not limited to the monsters I can fight or the people I can play with or anything. You know, games like this where it is a role-playing game,
Don't get me wrong,
I
it's
don't
still a
have
fun
to
game for
pay
multiplayer.
anything.
Imagine collaborating on this
You
game
know?
with other streamers in 2021.
That would be nice, but who do you know that streams and plays Genshin and could keep up with a player like me who has been playing role-playing games since like I was 3. Like when I play Genshin, it's too slow, there's not enough action, I'm too limited. You know, so if another player is willing to find a way around those and wants to play, I'm down easily. But as of like now, I don't have anyone reliable to play with. Most of the missions that are, you know, co-op missions require you to, you know, limit yourself to your actions already. You can't use any crafting or buy anything in someone else's world. What did you say? Oh, true, yeah.
Try again when you have some key energy.
I've never played DC Verse Online. Anytime I play a game, I generally do like research beforehand.
I wonder if people would watch DC Universe Online streams though. I mean, it has a lot of updates.
I honestly don't have a clue, because, I mean, I've never played it. I couldn't imagine somebody, unless you were like a god at it, maybe you would be able to get viewers doing it, but I did a couple, you know,
It's
I watched
so
a couple
active
YouTube
out
videos
here
on
with
it,
the light.
and it's just not something that interests me. If I was interested in that type of game, I would get Mortal Kombat.
No, it doesn't.
No, what doesn't? Do what? Chaos.
The developers left it in the same state for years.
Left it, what is it? Are you still talking about Genshin, or are you talking about DC Universe?
You found a manufactorium, a place where Toxanol made all sorts of things during
That's
the
why the
days
play
gone.
base is dropping hard. PC.
Oh, true, true. Okay, so let's see if this outfit thing worked. Oh, it did. It did. Cool.
I mean, it comes out with new DLCs and stuff for content. Like recently, I think. The Batman Who Laughs arc. That's long ago.
Oh.
Youch! Bullseye. Emissive.
He's stuck in the corner. Okay, done, I guess. Cool. All that work for that. Trying to find a full duck body.
I remember you said you liked Genshin and was going to make it your main game. Now you don't. If you said the game was very limited, then you...
I said the game was limited then too, but that was before Biomutant came out and gave me everything I needed in a, you know, an RPG. I'm not limited by sprint actions because I have magic and I have a boat that I can go anywhere on the map with that has water. I mean, compared to Genshin, this is definitely the RPG to play. Yes, it doesn't have multiplayer, but at the same rate, I'm streaming, so it does allow me to pause the game or, you know, stop walking and go get a drink or talk to my viewers. You know, it's not taking 100% of my attention. So unlike Genshin, where when you're out in the public, you know, like out in a random spot, you'll get attacked by a monster randomly. This game doesn't even do that. You have to walk up and
They're
activate
two different
monsters.
games, different genre, different style.
Nah, I wouldn't say so. Because Genshin is ultimately a solo game anyways. They have multiplayer, but it's not like you said the other day. It's not even like, how would you say, like they don't basically make you do multiplayer. Like it's not over here like, hey, you should do this. And they should definitely do that. Gotta have a, there we go, I knew it. Anyways, it's always been limited for free-to-players. I mean, you got lunar points, right? The little moon points. And then you got original resin, right? And all that stuff. But if you're using that lunar points and original resin, you run out pretty quickly. And you use that for all sorts of stuff. Domains, bosses. And what do you get from those? The artifacts needed to make your characters, I don't know, usable. I have a Diluc right now.
So few
it's like level
trees
40
to top
something.
the mountains.
And he's weak. And you know why he's weak? Because I had to stop getting artifacts for him because I ran out of lunar points. And when I got on today, totally forgot about that. And my Diluc got low health super quick. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. They want me to literally spend hours and hours and hours farming it just to get 2 or 3 out of the set of 5. And then when I do get 2 or 3 out of the set of 5, it's not enough to activate the full effect. So I gotta do it again the next day and the next day until I finally get the set. after getting 3 or 4 multiples of one of them, you're like, okay, well maybe I'll use those, and you go to use it and you're like, oh god, now I got to get rid of all my other awesome artifacts that I've earned just to level this one guy up. It's super limiting. Just even down to making your character stronger, which is one of the basic, I don't know, properties of a role-playing game. The one thing you want most is your level of achievement to feel high on a constant basis. Just about every action you do in this game leads to something that's actually worth, you know, something. Half the times the items you get in Genshin are like for when you're level 80 and you're like, oh, okay.
Take your time.
Well, my Avenger ain't gonna be there for a while.
Took care of it.
Basically, it's a gamble.
You're absolutely drained.
Right.
You farm artifacts at AR 4-5, you get guaranteed 5-star artifacts. All you need to do at your AR is not artifacts, but your weapon and share.
You farm artifacts at 45, you're guaranteed a 5-star X. All you need to do is at your AR is not artifacts, but your weapon and character level. Well, that's basically my point. See how limiting you just answered your own question. How is the game limiting? I shouldn't have to focus on some shit like that. I should be able to focus on everything all at once. Whatever I want to focus on. That's what the point of a role-playing game is. It's free to role-play. You're supposed to be able to role-play the traveler and help, you know, the cards are supposed to be basically people you help and yada yada yada.
Pick your path
And
carefully
it's just
by
too limiting
whatever
to
you
do
can
that,
see.
you know? Gotta find a way into this cavern here. But yeah, that's enough talking about Genshin. May stream it just for the events and stuff. But there'll be early morning streams before all my viewers jump on, and they'll be able to be going and seed back if you want, or show up earlier. Most of my streams are going to be separated out between this and FPSs like Paladin and Apex.
It's Plumsydums, the sweetest little village.
Look at that. I didn't even know I could level up. See how rewarding this game is?
You get it.
Honestly, I have no idea how I got in this little town. I'm trying to get that little box there.
It's a
Probably
gacha game though, so
peace
what do
stick
you expect,
somewhere.
Shitbox?
Well, that's basically the thing about it. Not all gacha games are like that, though. You can find certain ones, like I was saying earlier, like Apex and Paladins. They want you to pay for stuff, but it doesn't make you any better or any worse at the game when you pay it. It's still a gacha game. If you want to look like something that's worth anything, you gotta pay for it.
You need them, Judd.
Ah.
What gacha games do you play then?
Me? I mean, well, I definitely still play Genshin. I just don't main Genshin anymore. And Apex, Paladins. Why is it not letting me grab this thing?
There are places up ahead far worse than this.
Confused as to why it's not letting me grab it.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. And yes, the question was for you.
You see it? You see this? I got my Majid. My Mecha Majid, I think it was called.
From Noko.
Oh, the actual little monster thing. Damn, maybe I can buy one in this village. Not seeing one. All these guys' houses look... Well, I guess that puts a halt to that action. Unless I can use one of these bad boys. Nope, I need a what? A pip? Damn.
Doesn't riding a beast like this feel good?
Well, hopefully it does the job. I don't care how it feels.
I'm F2P. I have several 5 stars, every 4 star in the game with multiple constellations, many 4-star weapons, at AR-50 capped. If I can.
Nope, you gotta use the one. One from the lady. Alright, well that's on hold for now. How long did it take you to get that stuff? And was all that time spent in-game worth it? When you could have been spending your time doing something funner, more achieving? Like, as someone who's played video games my whole life, sometimes you just don't like one. You know, sometimes you just aren't, that game just isn't made for you. You know what I mean?
That's enough quacks to sustain the Googlide flipper with infinite ammunition.
It was fun and
Goop
achieving.
says he was
I can
there
now
when the
complete Spiral
Porky Puff took Out-of-Date's leg, so this World Eater has made it personal.
It's a purple animals for a boss battle.
After that, Out-of-Date started using his head instead of his legs and came up with the plan on how to best make a stand against the World Eaters, and it wasn't by foot. He seems happy to talk. Says goodbye.
I always wondered why they reactivated him again after you finished the conversation. Why does he seem so happy to talk?
I started the game after you since your it begins with a 6 and mine 7. That says something, doesn't it?
Take a moment
I don't
to
know.
absorb the day.
I also don't put as much time into the game because I learned early on that it limits you. So if when I did play the game, it was like 2 or 3 hours a day tops. Being that it limits you, it's about as much as you can get in. Do your main story quests that you have available. Go do your daily community or commissions. Maybe hit a couple bosses. Run out of resin, and press the PS button. Close the app. Try something else because you just ran out of things to do.
Neither did I. I took a 1-2-1-3.
mean, definitely might play it again in the future. Like I said, I'll probably stream the rest of the event that is active now.
That's going to leave
Each morning, you know. But
that's biohazard. So much damage.
the update.
You don't have it in you right now. Finish 'em.
There you go. I was gonna say, you'd think there'd have been something dropped.
The scrap keeps piling up.
Have you done the events, character quests? Side quests, completed and finished the Statue of the Seven in both regions, did the reputation.
The only thing out of that list you just mentioned that I could possibly do is the statue thing. You know, getting all those animoculi and geoculi or whatever. Which requires an extremely long amount of gameplay that I just don't want to put my effort towards when all the other things you listed, I can't do.
Should you stay?
And if I do it, it would
or
be
should you
pointless
go
because
now?
I'm stuck at adventure rank 45 until I find enough, you know, little purple books and get my little artifacts strong enough on my main characters, which again would take too much time for me to. I would literally have to spend all day playing the game, which would be again impossible because you run out of original resin. So half of the stuff that I would need to do to complete these things, I would be limited to on daily activities. So again, it would be, you know, just basically a waste. Not to mention, I was told that they were gonna release the third island. You know, where like,
It's more than enough to get
Yes,
the up.
some e-waste for you.
I don't know what you said. Hold on. I don't know what that has to do with it, though. I mean, if I can't get the adventure rank up, then my character being high doesn't matter. If I can't get the adventure rank up to get the artifacts I need to make my character's weaknesses and resistances where they should be, so I can actually defeat the enemy bosses that it requires to level up. You see what I'm saying? There's so many connections there that you are limited at each and every corner that basically require a ridiculous amount of gameplay time to accomplish as an F2P. You'd have to play 24/7 in order to accomplish it in what I would call an achievable time.
Gulp says he'll.
Because you don't want to play a
anything
game
about
that
this
you're
long
going
as
to
it's
immediately get
Drinkalicious,
burnt out
even
on.
rocket fuel. He once
You know, like
mixed
that's
up
how
some
you
tankers
don't want
and
your game to
drank
be
that.
one that makes
It
you
was a
burnt
real
out. And
lift-off.
that's what Genshin does.
That
As soon
leads
as I
him
get
to
to
the
liking
bottom
it, they
of
give
that
me a reason not
particular
to.
bottle.
Every time.
Radium syrup. If only he could find a tanker truck to empty. He's not in a state to go.
There's a bright day.
Oh, so.
Don't like the dark.
The only thing.
It's not too.
Yeah, that's basically it, Chaos. That's the main thing, the adventure rank. That's the whole, that's basically the whole basis of why I don't enjoy the game. Adventure rank sticks you at 25,
Let's
35, I guess 50, and another one I can only assume.
Sand gets everywhere.
Once your adventure rank stucks, you have a very limited amount of side quests that you can activate. And when you do activate the side
It's so
quests
easy to get up.
in
What
the
are you doing
town,
wrong?
you know, like there's not like in Zelda or something, you can just walk about and you'll activate a side quest. And that's not even possible in Genshin other than small event quests that are pointless if your AR is not going up. I'm not doing anything wrong on every other fight besides the fight that is required in order to rank up or whatever. You know, they have that talent ascension fucking shit. Like, that's the only fight I can't win. I can solo anything in the whole game at my current difficulty curve. Which means to me that either my items aren't right, but they're all max level. My artifacts aren't right. They're all max level, but they're not the kind that are supposed to be. You know, I've put a lot of work in that fucking game for it to sit there and tell me that my adventure rank is to be stuck at 35 until I can do what is seemingly impossible. On paper, it's impossible to get to that level of attack. And you can't even co-op in the mission. You can't even get a friend to help you in the mission that's required that is impossible to do. Which makes the game not a co-op game. That is the 5th time you have asked that. You have got to stop asking that. What about the AR is limiting? Level 25, level 35, and so on and so forth. You cannot rank up without doing a talent ascension quest that is too hard for your character to win in. Each time it took me, it took me 2 weeks to get through the whole thing. I literally went up from rank 25 to 32, and within 3 days of gameplay, I'm already stuck again at 35. I'm not about to go through another 2 weeks of not being able to rank up just to get my characters and my ascension stuff because I'm limited by day and my actions. I should be able to spend one whole day, get what I need, and venture rank up. But instead, they want to be, you know, extreme gotcha and make you either pay for more original resin or suck it. And I'm not about to go pay for paradisms to buy original resin.
Plastic scrap like that over there could be useful.
Because, yeah, you're right. The experience you get for character experience for each boss and each dungeon, yeah, that would be enough to raise your character levels. But how about the R&D, the drop rate for those characters and those bosses? How about having to do those things 300 times just to get a full set of something as crappy as, you know, what is it? I think it's called Adventurer.
Individual attention.
Like, something that doesn't even help with your character's, you know, abilities. Like,
good hit.
I mean, don't get me wrong, if those two, you know, the few things that were really limiting free-to-play players were, you know, made unlimiting, it would be a great game. The concept is awesome. Being able to, you know, put other elements together and create stuff like that is such a cool, awesome aspect. But when you can't even pass through the storyline without literally getting so burnt out that you just close the game out, there's no, it's just not even worth it. Especially if I was a person who had, like, heavy income. You know, I pay my bills and everything, but that's basically where it stops. You know, I eat and pay my bills. I don't have money for games. And if I did, I wouldn't spend it on Genshin.
Itchy trigger finger. Well placed.
I just realized something. I'm still in my other gear. That's why I'm so weak right now.
Now you're having difficulty with the Ascension quest if you spend as much hours a day on Biomutant.
If I spent as much time a day on Genshin as I do on Biomutant, I would get bored so immediately quickly. The R&D for drop rates on bosses and everything else that it requires to make the game fun is too low, meaning you have to do something over and over and over and over and over until you finally are like, okay, I got 2 pieces, yay, let me do it over and over and over again to finally get 3 pieces. And you're like, okay, well, now I have almost 4 pieces of the artifact. I just spent 20 hours doing the same thing. I think I'm gonna switch games. You go to switch games, and then finally your friend hits you up, is like, hey, I just jumped on Genshin, you need help? You need help with any bosses? Like, okay, so I just spent all night and all morning grinding on this game alone for you to come help me? No, I'm sorry, dude. I'm beat. I can't do it no more.
What a blow.
And then they come out with an update that is supposed to say that you can get a boat to use and drive around, which is great if you could use it in Mondstadt or in Leeway or in, I don't know, the map. But no, they give you a specific side map that limits you yet even more to using your boat, which is so great. You know, it's so great because now we got a map that requires a boat, and it's not even like, oh yeah, I get to use a boat. Now it's like, oh, I have to use this boat. Like, I got no choice but to use this boat now. And so it's not fun. And not to mention, I don't know if you watched any of the stream, but it took me almost 30 minutes to figure out a direction that I was supposed to go. And then finally I stumbled on a light torch in the ocean, and it was like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, oh, I guess I had to do some exploring beforehand, huh? Because, like, you couldn't, I don't know, tell me how to find the lanterns. It says go to the event page. Event page gives you shell conquest and the other quests, but it tells you solely that you have to do the lighting and do the shell conquest. It doesn't tell you where to find it. It doesn't give you any hints. Nothing. So that event ruins the fun immediately. It's not a mystery game, you know, it's a role-playing game. I'm supposed to have some idea of what I'm doing. The whole Genshin Impact just kind of bombshelled for me. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels that way, but if I am, I'm okay with that. I am totally fine with not playing a game that I don't enjoy. Especially if I'm streaming, because I want to be able to play a game that I can enjoy and be good at.
Watch for trouble. Could come from any corner.
Find a way to raise the sunken truck. That's where I fell, so don't go there, obviously. Okay, so you hump the top of this truck real quick.
Flex those smart muscles and open the hatch. That should be enough glow juice for 2.
For 2? They expect me to drink this stuff that I just put out of that truck? Buttocks? Caboose? Whatever you want to call it? Well, I guess the caboose would be a train, huh? Trailer. Goddamn. Couldn't remember the word. And there's not even like an immediate way out. Thanks, Biomutant. Make me have to go back and search for items. Usually they have like a tunnel system that leads out.
I'm going to end this argument. Sorry if I don't get your point and if you don't understand mine. This is going to end up being toxic for tea.
I mean, it's not really an argument, it's more of a debate, you know what I mean? It's okay to debate about things you're
Enjoy
passionate
your game
about.
and I'll enjoy mine, full stop.
You know what I mean? You can debate
Seemed
about
like
things.
this
That's the
might
great thing
never
about
end.
America is the freedom of speech. You know, debating is one thing. When we start yelling or something or getting mad, that's when it's an argument. But I'm not mad because I mean I'm gonna play the game definitely. They got a new update and I want to know. I want to see the content. You know, I didn't finish it and I will be finishing it. Not to mention I have put a lot of time into it. I'm just not gonna main it, and I don't have as much fun as I used
Says
to.
you
Is all I
should
was
make
saying.
sure the automaton stays up. Understand?
I mean, just like that, that's obviously a quest, but I have to activate another quest and finish it before I do it. Which means there's so much stuff that I haven't done in this game. And I don't have to repeat everything I do, which is pretty great. Also taking into account that like most RPGs are basically the same thing. This one has just about everything that I expect one to have. Look at this guy, he's acting so cool. He probably just smoked a cigarette. Flat on his face. Let's see what I have so far. Definitely want the duck head. I think I'm gonna go with this one for now.
You watching any animes as of recently?
Yeah, I just finished, what is that called? Psychopaths. I just finished season 1 and season 2. I guess Hulu decided not to do season 3 yet, because they don't have it.
You're here for a reason.
Or I couldn't
Let's
find it.
see.
I just finished Psychopaths yesterday and started up, shoot, what is it called? I forget what it's called. I just started up a new one though. Have you watched Psychopaths?
Gulp says he wants to take you with him on a super funny happy slide. Sharing is caring.
Have you ever
One
watched,
drink for two is just right. Gulp
Guys, have you
says
watched
seeing
Konosuba
your
yet?
face is like
What is
seeing his own reflection at the bottom of a
Konosuba?
glass.
No.
It never gets old.
What's that about?
He's been...
That's so bright.
I keep on making
you
light
just-
points. I'm
dark.
trying to make dark points. I can't help but
Gulp
be a
says
good guy.
drinking... Gulp.
Oh, I'm drinking with him now? Oh shoot, I'm drinking with this guy. Jesus.
Gulp thanks you. Says a drink or two won't do any harm. He refuses to drink alone. You're his friend now. Gulp says he just can't
I'll have
get
to
enough
definitely
of
check it out.
If you're in
crunchy
a bad mood,
syrup.
you should go and
It's
watch.
so
There are many good
refreshing.
reviews about it.
Don't you agree? He really
Konosuba,
appreciated
definitely have
that
to
you
check
shared
that
a
out.
drink with him. You took a risk and deserve a reward. So he intends to keep the promise he gave you when you first met. He's got a few things, you see, that no one else has.
Right.
Says that drinking alone is so... Gulp says he's heard a juicy rumor that you found an ark. He wonders
gonna
what
let him
kind
come.
of drinks that might inspire. Figures that's inspiration enough for a whole raft of drinks. Says he's ready to toast your effort to keep the world juicy. It's drink-worthy either way.
I think you have to be on
What
the
we have
dark
here is an
side of
opportunity
things.
To help your next. There's a seat open on the ark. Should
Why?
I give it to him.
if you want to go quick.
But you know... Cannot
Cannot believe you chose him to go along. Says it's hard to
Well-
understand the guzzle, but it's something about flip-flop.
Oh, he has items? You can buy items from him? Not much. Not much from him. The drunk has a bunch of shit. Find undersurf hatch for him to go on the gulp, or on the gulp, oh my god, on the ark with me. I have to find something.
Grab that steerer tight.
You basically have to earn gulp. What kind of crap is that? He should be thankful for me thinking about him.
Tread soft. That's a monster nest, if ever I've seen one.
Is it? Nice. Resource totem. Okay. What is this? What is this? Whoa. Huh.
Are there going to be consistent updates towards this game?
Yeah. As of right now, they've released 2 or 3 that were focused on quality of life. Like, it's less buggy and stuff like that now. When it first came out, of course, it was bound to
Watch
have some
out for
bugs.
big fish when you're near the shore.
Defeat the... I guess I'll go defeat the Porky Buff. We'll see why not, right? I think my phone died. It's never a good thing. Okay. It doesn't even do that much damage when you hit him.
It moves like a... It's the Porky
I
Puff
realize
nibbling
you've gotten 2
bug.
more subs.
It
Congrats.
took quite a liking to the crunchy stuff after munching down out-of-date's leg.
Yeah, you were right about the live. I get a lot more subs through live.
Hook the boom ball and tow it beneath the puff.
It's already there.
Are you not going to play with Girl Scout and the others anymore?
The what? I have to turn my phone back on. Not gonna play what? I think I'm gonna die. No, I guess I'm not. He's just immortal. Huh. I guess you have to like activate it somehow. Gotta be a way. I don't remember having to do any of this the first time through. Okay. You have to shoot it. This guy would be so much easier if I could just get off this thing. Haha, one-hitted me.
They're
If you
never
answer
gonna
my
keep
question,
you
are you
down.
going to still play with Girl Scout and the others from time to time?
Yeah, I just haven't seen him in a couple days. My phone died, so my comments isn't like showing up yet. Pretty sure I can just pop these nipples. It's like quarter health every time. Reload already.
Unleash the quacks.
Okay. Why was I unleashing the quacks?
Ain't that cute? The two big baby quacks.
Give me just a second. Pause here. See if my phone will turn on. Do you want to play Apex in the future? Yeah, for sure.
you feel it? It's the brisk wind of change. Don't let this opportunity slide.
Completely pointless. Going underground and back up was completely pointless. Really use your melee on him unless he does this. Ow. Damn, okay. Alright, I got him. I wonder why he's bringing me back. I guess my thing was destroyed or something. Generally, I can't stream Apex because it makes me lag when I'm streaming it. And if I do it in 320p, it works. But what's the point of streaming if you can't do it in the hole? You know what I mean? So, when I play Apex, I just do clips.
He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a start.
I'm gonna take this mic out. I'll reply using my
You should go
keypad.
see Outdate and
This thing is
find out
messing
what
up
you
bad.
can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out-of-Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed. There should be more cliffs here. Check out that motor juice station. Wonder if there's any go juice left in the juice tank. finding things both here and there. A real treasure. It's time for an adventure, for good or bad.
One sub. Ride on, emoji victory sign, emoji perfect score, emoji perfect score.
It's darkest between the stars.
But I can realize.
Back before the world was ending, they say they had hopes. Harder to come by now.
I gotta leave the stream for a bit.
Maybe
Have
a
a good rest of your
working
game
ray
frame. By the way,
lighter
can I
would
call you
brighten
something
things
else?
up a bit.
The mainframe name is a bit D.
Depends on how you use it, though.
Main is fine or frame. Most people call me Main.
Thinks you worry too much. Find it, enjoy it. You should
I'll call
grab
you
it
Main,
before
fine.
someone else does. Otherwise, they might wind up on the Raylighter's wrong end.
Thanks for joining in the stream, ILL. See you later. Emoji
Says
perfect
they'd
score.
love to see that happen. The world is a... Let's see. Says some realize the world is ending and can't stop listening to the clock ticking. Click is one of those. He wants to unlock every door in the world. If he wants to do that before the doors are all gone, he'd better hurry. Figures if they knew that, they'd be opening all the doors too. Says if you want to find Click, you should look for him, well, anywhere. No, really, that's what it's called. The place he set up shop. Eventually, he'll show up to try to open them. He's in even more of a hurry than you are. Says he might tell you. Says you need to hit them where it hurts, inflict as much suffering as possible, and make it clear your tribe is a terror to their existence. Murder and mayhem and other terrible things happen. He's sure you've seen it before. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. That hit the spot, wrecked it. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it, then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Keep going. Here's the second line of defense. It's smoldering already. Give it a good smack. Give it a good smack. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege. The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story. More scrap for you? That's a good find. Your cache of scrap is not quite there yet.
Tabab,
Says you'll get a Seemed fair. Let's see. Just charge right along. Who cares if they see you? As long as you're happy about it. Bet you could make something shiny out of that metal. Happy you're no longer so... This might be the end of everything as we know it. Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Wired up and ready to go. Might turn a blade or two. Everyone loves a good hat. Good for protecting your privates. Hard to find weapons made this good. Not every day you see a ray lighter from the back in time, but here it is. It's an apparatus able to message lumen rays. Hope it still works. Seems like the controls need some organizing to set the mechanism in motion. Excellent. That's illuminating.
Tutti ama se le mai multe e pasi bene tu. Eric tutti ama se le mai multe e pasi bene tu. Eric tutti ama se le mai multe e pasi bene tu. Eric tutti ama se le mai multe e pasi bene tu. Eric tutti ama se le mai multe e pasi bene tu. Eric tutti ama se le mai multe e pasi bene tu. Eric tutti ama se le mai multe e pasi bene tu. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene.
The oil claimed this land a long time ago.
E pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi. Bene. Chiede tutti ama sele. Chiede tutti ama
The
sele
story
mai
will
multe
go on
e
as
pasi.
long as there is someone there to listen.
Tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi.
Your reserves are tapped. The Eastern World Eater gets more... The Quirk-Quarp outpost. The Netra tribe first beat this into shape. Let's see. Just don't trip when...
Der kigges tubisereglerne til vale af Manu, tubisereglerne så.
Get up there and get fixing. Crit.
tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi bene Eri tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi bene Eri tutti ama sele mai multe e pasi bene
All fixed up. The arc shooters are already gearing up the high booms. Hope their aimers are fixed too. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Nice pants. He says you did a great job capturing the rival's second outpost. You've earned the privilege of wearing the tribe's colors. Thinks your foes will flee before you can reach them. This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. The hours fly by in the dark. That's Knuckle Down. It's got an upgrade bench in that little blimp up there. Let's see. Asks you to... Is that a ray of hope? They used to call this a thoroughfare. Look at all those old homes. Not enough key energy. Check out that rubber scrap. Watch for new trails. The Granito Outpost, a favorite Netra tribe hangout. Grab tight and don't let go. The land seems hostile. Bionucleus 4J. Toxanol should never have built these to start with. Let's see. Ah, see that e-waste? Always handy. Nothing between you and your foes in the mountains. Let's see. There's the sovereign who runs this outpost. He didn't expect it. He would have preferred if you could have solved this without violence. At least a peaceful solution has a chance. It's their last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their... Says they won't stand a chance. Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention. That sort of stuff always comes in handy. Well-de-done. Might keep you from taking one to the knee. That paid off.
Olema mautu bemuline usede koma sad.
Mati manamakul mayungu.
Let's see. Looking down from the mountaintops might be a bad idea. Let's see. Dawn must be coming soon, because it's awfully dark right now. This is the tribe's last stand. Conquer this fort and that'll be the last of the resistance. The tribe will be... He says you'd better be. The plan is to fling you over the wall with a sling lobber. However, he wants you to secure a hard hat first, should anything go wrong. That's something. A ring dinger from the yesterdays. A thingamabob used to pling signal the faraways. Let's find out if it still works. Sound seems to travel farther at night. Seems the keys need to be in sequence to make the ring dinger work. Just a few moves left. Make them count. So, the technology from yesterday's is still here today, even if its message is getting old. Imagine if you landed at the bottom of the mountains. You need to hit them where it hurts. Inflict as much suffering as possible. Life itself means suffering in this forsaken world. That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. It burns brighter than the light. Made it count. all share the same destiny: destruction or survival. The battering bonker. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers. The Netra tribe values liberty and is striving to protect freedom. They want to continue with each tribe being responsible for their own and believe that uniting the tribes is the only way you can survive. He was hoping it wouldn't end this way. There's no reason to fight instead of uniting. It would be fighting over. He'll fight for what matters. Today, he'll fight you. But tomorrow, he hopes to fight by your side. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. You'll decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but he suggests you show no mercy, because you will be shown none. He's okay with that. Prison is a continuous assault on the soul, a degradation of the self. It won't take long until the rival Sifu is broken. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Step by step, until all have given up their rights for the good of others. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Your Sifu is pleased. Your help but he's still eager to seal. And now, he meant that everything... It's so dark out.
Chetsusi, Machawa, Aurugu, Wavu,
Tau chiblat namze.
Asks you to check out the web.
Karivite, dri unkula.
Hopes your custom is worthwhile. Would be disappointing if you walked away empty-handed. Look and see what you might need. It's a game of life, yours and everyone else's. The vendor says you can... Says everything's changing in these dark not even houses. Have you heard of Chubza? Such a wild wanderer. Even his hut moves. But he'd have a lot to talk about with a roamer like you. Says they've seen him in many different places. Impossible to tell. Says Chubza isn't the sort to wait in one place for you. They might be looking for you, too. You just got to watch for Chubza and his mobile hut. Says that's true, even if Chubza might not share it. The dark time's finishing for now. Shopkeeper claims you won't be consent. Fair enough all around. Don't lose your way in the blackness. You've got nothing left. Spot that fixer-upper? Got to be something worthwhile in it. Go get on it and run fast as you can. You run like the wind. Wish someone would pluck that monster's feathers. Over to the scribble stone. Can't miss it. Just follow that beam over to the scribble stone. Can't miss it. That's an improvement. Oh, check out the scribble stone there. Wonder what's behind it. Glitter grass. Smells like a nono nest, doesn't it? There's no time to look back. Too busy moving on. key is gone. The night's your chance to be sneaky. That's gone forevermore. The place they plant dead folks. Hope you don't wind up there soon. You got something great in the making? Isotope. Blackness covers the world like a blanket. No hope of that with as little energy as you have. Here you got Bo's teak hanging in that little blimp. Has an upgrade bench too. Let's see.
Kura patawa. They waited. Bula bukawetawa.
Glad to see some wood scrap there. Smell that. It's the glurp paddock. Chubza must be nearby. It's okay to smile at the growing light. He's heard what's happened to you and wouldn't have blamed you a bit if you'd given up and gone on back home. He'd have done that long ago. Suppose you're right about that. Any home you might have still has to sit somewhere in the world after all. He's impressed by the courage needed to get you to this point. He knows that he'd have strayed from the path long ago. Under threat or not, the thought of home is just too appealing to him. He hopes that you'll find a way to save the Tree of Life, and along with it, the world and all the homes in it, including his. If your home means anything to you, well, he doesn't care. He just wants you to think about those like him who can't do much to save theirs. Sometimes he wonders what life would be like if he lived somewhere. Supposes that's why you came back here after being gone so long. Home always calls your name. Kind of expected the world to end like this. He's going to miss his home most of all. Believes you tried your best to make things better, and not just for yourself. Heard the Lotus dragged you into their filthy place. They really don't mind everything they own getting wet, do they? Figures you have to look pretty hard for them, and even harder for parts that stayed. The homes of others don't really matter that much, though. He says whatever you think, big isn't better. It's just bigger. What you see here isn't what you get. There's more going on than meets the eye. His name is Chubza. A name doesn't mean much, maybe, but you should know he's built his foundation on something larger than himself. Now, with the world on the brink of destruction and all, the time has come for him to find a new home that's better suited to his needs.
bestilka.
Says it's been fantastic for him so far, but he's outgrown it. It's time to move on to something bigger. Chubser says there's no place like home. Even though he's on it, in mind, heart and body, he feels he's far from the place he wants to be. If you truly get in touch with something from the scorched earth, like a carrot, you get in touch with the land in such a way you feel in touch with true life. Once he gets going, you'll understand. Chubser wonders if you've seen any carrots in the ground nearby. He's been needing one for a while, but now he needs to act before it's too late. Guesses it might not be much for you, but for him, it's in high demand.
Oh, yes. That is delicious.
Hear that? Dark tastes foul.
Wait, what?
You probably...
Well, you'll never...
Kidlo.
Chubser says he'll always appreciate chatting with you. Happy to see. Thinks you're trying too hard to help when you should just... Says to... Chubser says he'll always appreciate chatting. Seems surprised. Is your mount paying attention?